Today I'm going to introduce to you all of the great resources the library has for you to use, as well as the services we offer to support you through your college journey. The library has a huge collection of online resources that you can access from campus or from home any time of the day or night. Your starting point for accessing these resources is the library website. You can access the library website by searching Library on the main CambrianCollege.ca site, or by logging into MyCambrian and finding the link to the library website under Quick Links in your Student tab. If you're accessing our online databases from home, you will be prompted with a remote access login page. Your username is simply your student number, beginning with A00. So, now that we're at the website, what you can see here, you can book group study rooms, perform all the research you need for your assignments, and live chat or text with library staff if you need help for the business hours. A lot of people wonder why they should bother learning how to use the library resources when they could just search for information on the internet. There are a couple of good reasons why you should use the library to do research. Firstly, the library has paid for subscriptions to resources that you would normally have to pay to access. So instead of having to pay like $35 to download a PDF of an article, you may be able to access it through the library for free. Secondly, the library has chosen some of the best resources available for your program area to make things easier for you, so that you can access some of the most relevant or reliable information in one place. If you're trying to think of topics for your research assignment, a good place to start is the library's research guides. So if we scroll down here, we can see research guides by program, and you can select your subjects. We have a few different subjects you can look at. I'm just going to click on business. Let's say go and click on business. So here's the business research guide, and you can see the staff who oversees this part of the page. That's me, and you can email me anytime if you have any questions for business help or anything else really. And again, just seeing over here on the side, so this section here, if you're looking just for a book that's related to business, you can click on Find Books. And we're going to have different call numbers here. So call numbers are just what we have on the sides of the books that basically tell us what the subject is and where to actually find the book in the library. I mean, it's the kind of thing where, it's going to look confusing to start with, but again, if you come to us for help, we know kind of exactly where they are, so we can do that for you. So we'll look at finding books and call numbers a little bit later, but another good place to look in the research guide is under the Find Articles tab. In this section, we've outlined the best individual databases for you to search in, and the library subscribes to almost 100 different databases, and sometimes the best approach is to search in specific ones so that you can use different filter options available based on the subject area. However, for the purposes of this tutorial, because you're just getting started with research, I'm also going to show you a more simple way to search for your articles. So if we head back to the library homepage, you'll see that the main search box has an option called Search All right here. This searches all of the library's collections, both physical and digital. With the exception of a few specialized databases, the Search All tool will search all of the library's databases at once, kind of like a Google search for our library. Let's do a sample search in Search All. We're going to try study strategies. Okay, and you just have to hit enter. So we've just done a keyword search. So here I have to put in my user ID. And that's just because of the remote access. And now we're just going to have to wait for the host EBSCO. Okay, here we go. So now this is bringing up, 12 million results, which isn't exactly going to be helpful to begin with. But because it's a keyword search, that's why it's bringing up so many articles, right? Our items in the databases are tagged with keywords. It works just like a hashtag on social media. If you ask the database a question as you might in Google, the database will treat all of the words in that sentence as keywords, and you might get some strange results. You'll see that the first result is a research starter from an encyclopedia. This can be an informative place to start on any given topic you may be searching for. In our search, all physical books will usually be the top results in the list. You can see here that the first result is a book. You can tell because the location, call number, and status are listed with the item right here. Again, you'll find this code on the spine of the book when locating it on the bookshelf. In this case, we can see that the book is available over here, which means that you can go to the library and borrow it before your classmates get it, which happens all the time. If you need help locating a book, please do not hesitate to ask the library staff at the front desk. We are very happy to help. So scrolling down, we'll see results for ebooks and articles as well. When you click on an article, you'll land on a page here. I'll show you what that's all about. Okay, so we can read the abstract for the article right down here. And basically that's just going to give us a little bit of a summary about what the article is about. They can be helpful, but again, this isn't the actual article. It's just showing you more or less what information you're actually going to find in it. So if you decide you do want to read it, on the left, you'll see an option to download the full text PDF right over here. And a lot of people ask about the Plum X metrics, which sometimes shows up in different places. And honestly, you can ignore that. It's just data on how much the article has been viewed or shared. So if you ever want to find an article that doesn't have a full text option next to it, sometimes you'll have to see a link to retrieve it from a different database that we have access to. So you can go ahead and click on that link if it's there. But if not, it'll just say PDF full text, and you can click on that as well. So most of the time, we can request an article or a book from another school and have it sent to you for free if we do not have it. We call this an interlibrary loan. An easy way to get the citation information is to use the Cite tool in the right-hand panel, and that's right over here. So if you click on that, it will give you all of the different ways that you can use citations. Most of the time we use the APA or MLA. It depends on what your instructor will tell you. So I will warn you though, always double check the citation yourself, because the information is usually in the correct sequence. However, on rare occasions, there are minor punctuation or capitalization errors that you'll need to adjust to ensure that the APA formatting is correct. We have an APA research guide that can help in the right-hand panel. You can also use the available tools to save, print, or email the articles yourself. So if we head back to the search page we have here, you can see that we can actually limit our searches by source type or subject. Again, the subject is similar to like a hashtag that someone put with the article. And these can really be helpful because, again, the numbers you see beside them are how many articles have been tagged with that subject. As well, like I said, the source type, really important because, sometimes if you're not really looking for anything in a magazine that may not be as, reputable or something, academic journals are really what a lot of people are looking for. As well, something that your instructors will almost certainly ask for are peer-reviewed or scholarly journals. And really all that means is that the articles in the journal were reviewed by a panel of other experts in their same field before they could be published. So this is done to ensure that the research done in the article follows proper research methods and ethics and contributes to the scholarly conversation of the area of study. So if you need to further refine your search results, if all of this wasn't really good enough, you can head into the advanced search if we scroll up. So you hit advanced search right here underneath the search bar. You can click on that. So here you can see we have two extra tabs that we can search for. So, say we want to look for study strategies and then, like learning strategies as well. Just because we want to make sure we're getting, again, that subject or hashtag with the articles, we're getting study strategies and learning strategies. We can say and, we can also say or, and we can also say not. So, there are multiple words you can use there. And so the other thing we kind of want to focus on is, all right, we're college students, so we don't really want to see information on like elementary students or even high school students. So we can say college students So now the articles that we're actually going to be looking for are going to have study strategies or learning strategies and college students. And so if we click search, wait for the search to come up. All right, so again, quite a few articles that are coming up, but all of these articles, we are confident that they have been, we click on peer reviewed, so now we'll see it goes from 12 million to 8 million. So we now know that these have been peer reviewed. They include the words study strategies or learning strategies and college students. And so this very much is going to be your, kind of blueprint for how you're going to make your own searches, because this is how you can continue to make sure that your search is getting narrower and narrower. And you can literally add as many fields as you want to try and narrow the search as much as you can. So when you find a good article, another strategy to find more information from it is to check the references that article cited and see if there are any others in there that seem relevant for your assignment. If you find something and you want to know if the library has access to it, an easy way to check is by taking a look at the publications section in the top up here of the website. So you can click on that, and whatever publication that the article was mentioned in, you can type that in here. So I can say, just to skip over to a different department, say we can say Journal of Dental Education, and we'll say search. So we have the Journal of Dental Education in the library, and it says here we have in the actual library going back to 2010, we have them. But if you're online here, you can actually access it from 2001. So you'll have the past, 19, 20 years or so for the different journals and articles that you could be searching for. And that's available to you, of course, anytime online. So since we've been researching study skills for the most part, I do want to mention another great resources that we've linked to from the library website. It's called the Learning Portal. So we can hop over to the main library website. And if we scroll near the bottom, it's under Learning Online. And this is the Learning Portal. It's an open website built by staff on Ontario College libraries to help students across the province be successful in their academic pursuits. It's got a great study skills hub with modules on study skills and test taking, as well as time management, stress management, and other important areas. Each module has a tip or tool section, and it helps you on your journey for what you're looking for. Another great learning portal hub is the Research Hub that takes you through much of what we just covered with regard to crafting your search strategy. It also has a helpful module on evaluating sources. Sometimes if you're searching in the open web or even just seeing posts from friends online, you may question whether the information is reliable, specifically looking at maybe people who share things on Facebook or Instagram, things like that. The Evaluating Sources Hub will take you through how to apply the CRAP test. That's evaluating the currency, relevance, accuracy, authority, and purpose, CRAAP, of the information, basically better judging on how valid the source and the information is. And remember, if you're stuck and you need some help, you can talk to the library staff anytime, no appointment needed. You can find us at the help desk in the library or using the chat or text service on the website. We love to help people who do research. I mean, we're there all the time, anytime for you guys, so don't be afraid to ask us if you need some assistance. And thanks for listening.